42% of America is obese.
Mm-hmm.
35 after the age of 30, 2% of people sprint. Like these are some like mind blowing statistics. At the end of the day, it's costing me not to know. When you're an entrepreneur, when you an entrepreneur, it's costing you not to know the answers. No success is coming out without failure.
Absolutely.
Like failure is the tuition to success.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I turn that pressure into power. I turn that hate into hope. I turn that fear into faith. With my back on the ropes, I turn that pressure into power. I turn that hate into hope. I turn that fear into faith. With my back on the ropes. What you know about being down and out?
Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Aisleorwindow podcast. And I am the maestro, as always, Fly Guy HG. Today we got a super dope episode, man. We got a major big dreamer who's about to give game on fitness, on financial stability, on making smart decisions to better your future, man. Because you know at the Aisleorwindow podcast, we highlight the stories of some of the dopest dreamers in the world. And I got my dog Kashawn came through here today. Finna rock with your boy. What up, brother?
What's good, fam?
How you doing, dog?
Man, I'm blessed, man. I'm excited for this.
Bro, it's been a minute, bro. Like, it's been years, bro.
It's really been years, but when you know you rock with people, real friends,
yeah,
it don't matter how long it's been. When you see it, it's like you get right back into the
100%,
moment,
bro.
know,
and I've been seeing you doing your thing on the ground, dog. Really trying to pour into the community and making sure fitness is on the forefront of a lot of the families and a lot of the people in this world, man, because it's super important to make sure that your health is where it needs to be, because they say health is wealth, right?
Oh, it's everything, man.
Yeah.
It's everything. We gonna toast up before we get into this?
We gonna toast. No, not yet, nah.
I didn't
not
know.
yet. Hold on. See, look, he trying to get into the dreamers toast already. Hey, slow down. You got too much dip on your chip. Nah, man, we gonna get to the dreamers toast for sure. But I just want to pick your brain on a couple different things, man. It was something I was thinking about as I was rolling over here, because as we talked about before we got on here, you said you wanted to get like really into the nitty gritty, get deep into this, into a real conversation.
Yeah, man.
I wanted to
keep it superficial.
I wanted to get your thoughts on wisdom, bro. Wisdom. How important is wisdom to you? And just to give a little bit of clarity of why I asked that question, because there's a difference between being smart and being wise, right? This is saying that I grew up on: a smart man learns from his own mistakes, but a wise man also learns from the mistakes of others. And wisdom is never the absence of knowledge; it's the application of knowledge. So, what is wisdom to you? How do you feel about wisdom and how important that is?
Well, when you're talking about wisdom, I think wisdom takes humility. For you to know that you know nothing.
Absolutely.
Like at the end of the day, you're not growing if you're not learning. So if you think you know everything and you're not curious, I think wisdom comes with curiosity.
Absolutely.
Wisdom comes with time. Wisdom comes with experience. And talking about trying to take the experiences from other people's, that's why you always need a coach, right? Always need a mentor. You want to take the path of least resistance. So at the end of the day, why would you make the same mistakes that you know somebody already made, and that would fast forward and propel your momentum?
Absolutely.
Right? So that's why we read books. That's why we listen to podcasts, because we want to listen and live through other people's experience and their wisdom. So when I think about wisdom, I think about being around people who are older than me, wiser than me, always being curious and like, hey, I might know something about this, but there's always something deeper to learn. So wisdom for me is like, wisdom is it's a constant pendulum, right?
100%.
It never stops. You're always trying to learn every day and continue to get better. And
let me ask you this: do you feel as though, because you said you like to be around older people, do you feel as though age brings about wisdom? Is that
it does, but in a world we're in today when the internet and everything is literally at the tip of your fingers at disposal, you just want to be around growth-minded people. Don't get me wrong. Being older doesn't make you wise.
Okay.
I'm not. You could be around older people, but the more when I say older, is like they most likely probably experienced a lot more because they've been through a lot more situations.
100%.
But you just want to be around growth-minded people. Being around brothers that are ambitious, trying to do the same things, faith-based, like-minded people that are going to help you grow. People who aren't going to conform and just say, oh, you're just doing great, but they're going to tell you when you're not living up to your full potential. I think that's true wisdom.
100%.
Wisdom doesn't always have to be book smarts and business smarts. Wisdom can be in every part of your life. I'm hanging around somebody who's I see as a successful father, a successful husband. That's wisdom. He's teaching me through his actions indirectly without always
100%,
without it always being in a book or podcast form or
that's facts, bro. No, you just touched on a lot of great things as you just spoke. The indirect teachings of someone else, watching, because honestly, man, a lot of people don't even realize people are watching them. There is so many of us out here who have such great potential, but we shrink ourselves. Yeah. We don't think no one cares.
Right.
Like, bro, ain't nobody watching me. Ain't nobody paying attention to me. Bro, you literally might have changed somebody's life by something that you did.
Right.
And a lot of times, as we spoke about earlier, sometimes, bro, people kind of crucify themselves for mistakes, do things that they're like, man, kind of make themselves not worthy.
Right.
And like you said, just kind of watching somebody as a father, watching somebody as a husband, watching somebody as an entrepreneur,
right.
It gave you motivation. And that person don't even know you from Adam and Eve.
Right.
But you picked up something that they did that you applied to your life. So you spoke about watching podcasts, reading books. Are you reading any books right now?
I'm an avid reader. I'm always reading. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's costing me not to know. When you're an entrepreneur, when you an entrepreneur, it's costing you not to know the answers.
Bro, listen, bro. Tell that to them right there. Look right there and let them people know, man. God,
it's costing you not to know. Talking about compounding facts and small habits.
Wow.
I stopped listening to music when I'm driving. Like
wow.
I'm listening to audios.
Yeah.
I'm listening to podcasts. It's like, think about if you took an hour of reading a day, right? When you're driving in your car, you're like, oh, I'm trying to get my mood ready. Like, no, it's costing you not to know going into this next meeting.
Right.
So you should probably go to a subject matter expert in that field while you're driving to whatever you're driving to and hear from somebody whose their life work was how to paint pictures in museums or whatever the case may be, or how to contract negotiate. Well, we do understand, but we're consumers of social media and these books, and we're looking at other people's lives. It's like, you're not looking at other people's lives to compare your life to them. You're looking at other people's lives to grow through them. And
bro, I don't mean to cut you off. When you said that, bro, I just thought about something that I had been thinking about for the last couple week or so. As I mentioned before, it's wisdom. Does that come with age? You just said something like getting motivation from other people, bro. It's so much of these young people out here, and not to say that I'm not young, but I'm talking about they're younger than me.
Right.
And we live in a world, like you said, full of people that compare themselves to other people. Like, man, why he got that or why she got that?
Right.
But I find motivation from these kids. I'm like, dude, look at this man. Like, regardless if it's fake or not.
Right.
Because then you find out that these people really don't. But it's like, bro, you did a hell of a job faking that.
Right.
Because you motivated me to want that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, keep doing what you're doing, cuz.
Right.
Like, that junk, you don't understand how much people that's motivating, no matter how old or how young you are. Bro, I'm watching. You don't even know me.
Right.
But I'm watching you.
Watching.
You popped up on my For You page. And I've been locked in all day just motivating myself. Like, look at this young dude doing the thing, man. Look what he driving. Look what he, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot, bro, you could literally find motivation from
anything.
Anybody.
From any and everything you can find motivation. And that's why it's important to keep an open mind, and perspective is so important. Because what you focus on grows, right?
100%.
So just like how the algorithm, it feeds you what you're watching. So if you're following a whole bunch of motivational speakers, people talking about financial literacy, people talking about faith, people talking about personal development, that's where your focus is going to be.
Facts.
If you sitting there, watching ass all day, that's probably going to distract you too. And that's something you can't even afford right now.
Facts.
In this world, in this economy, you're best to be a ready-made man. So focus on yourself, young king. Just saying.
Hey, Bro, listen, we'll get there now. We gonna get there. Trust and believe it. Yeah. But nah, man, listen, before we dive all the way in there, now we can go ahead and get this Dreamer's Toast. Because one day somebody said, could it be done? But he would have Chuck replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one that wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hit it. He started to sing as he tackled that thing that couldn't be done. And he did it. Shout out to all the Dreamers, man. Salute.
Man, you been in the booth.
I've been in the booth. Yo, what up? As always, man, I truly do appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking with us here at the Aisleorwindow podcast. But you can definitely stay more connected. Tap in with me. On the YouTube, it's Aisleorwindow.podcast. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're already watching, hold on, I'm going to give you a couple seconds. It take a couple seconds. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Share this video with someone who you feel like can gain a lot of wisdom and a lot of gain from these conversations that we are having here at the table. If you have any questions, if you know some people who want to jump on the table and give game, definitely get at me on Instagram at _Aisleorwindow. Or you can get at me on TikTok at Aisleorwindow. Stay connected, man. Y'all be blessed. And as always, with love. I've been in the booth, man. I've been in the booth. Bars. Hey. Okay. Well, I can't say QC because they sold it, but Young Money, Wayne, come holla at me, bro. I'm ready. I'm ready. Nah, let's go ahead and back it up a little bit, bro. Let's take it back to the beginning, man. Growing up. Tell the people where you from. Growing up, how was it? You know what I mean? What was your aspirations as a child? All that, man. Let's get to the beginning.
So just to fast forward, because it's not quick. Mm-hmm. It's just air a little bit. But so born in New York, Queens, New York. Jamaica Hospital, grew up in, playing basketball as a young kid. I was the only child. My mom had me when she was very young, had me when she was 15. Shout out to all the heroes, all the mothers out there that make this world go round, because you're the one who really embed and put your footprint in the society. So we are able to have these type of opportunities here. And without women, it's the reason there are ribs. 100%. So I decided I do want to. I want to shout out the women real quick.
Absolutely, for sure.
So yeah, mom had me when she was really young. Lived with my grandparents, my aunts, tight knit, close family. Being a young kid, and not really knowing my biological father, that was rough on me, and I didn't really understand that until as I got older. Mm-hmm. But don't get me wrong, it was filled with so much love. Had great role models. Had my grandfather, which is my hero, taught me how to be a man, how to be a role model, like all the things, right?
100%.
And then I had two stepfathers from my mother's two marriages. So was growing up in love, was growing up in Christianity, and pretty much through that facet, they wanted a better opportunity for me. So I moved to Florida when I was 12 years old.
Gotcha.
So we used to take family trips, drive all the way from New York to Florida all the time. Caribbean family, Guyanese and Jamaican. How we gonna make it affordable? We all gonna get in the van. You gonna make the jerk chicken, you gonna make the china, we gonna have it. We gonna stop in one or two places on the way for that 20-hour drive.
Absolutely.
And we gonna have a good old time.
Nah, facts.
Because a good time is surrounded by people. It's not always about all the shiny things. It's about the camaraderie. It's about being present. That's something that we struggle with in this world today, right? So something I struggled with, you got to slow down sometimes.
Yep.
And moved to Florida, grew up here, went to Monarch High School right there in Coconut Creek. I was like one of the second graduating classes. I was a basketball player, loved basketball, and talking about how a coach changed my life, right? A few coaches, right? Coach Jackson, Coach Davis, Coach Williams over there in Monarch High School. Man, they were like, I was looking like a, skinny Ethiopian long distance runner at the time. And they're like, man, you good at basketball, but with the frame you got, boy, if you go touch that football field, he said you'll break you. He's telling me you go anywhere in the country because he's like, you athletic as hell.
Yeah.
They'll put that weight on you.
Yeah.
But you can't see the vision forward, right?
For sure.
And that's why you live through experience. These coaches have seen athletes after athletes. They know what it looks like. They know when they, what they say, you got that dog in you.
Yeah.
Right? You got something, you just can't see it because perspective, tunnel vision. This is all you know.
Facts.
So I played football my last year in high school. I actually led Dayton Broward in sacks that year.
Yeah.
And we beat Dade. Just saying. before this all this NIL stuff. You feel me?
Hey.
And that was the year of the bull when Jacoby and all them boys.
Oh
was out there.
yeah.
Yeah. So me not even know what was going on. I was just working hard because that's all I knew, and ended up going to Central Michigan University, and that gave me identity.
Yeah.
When I was struggling to understand what was my identity as a young kid, and like where was life going?
For sure.
So that was kind of the childhood.
And as a child, you talked about playing basketball. Is that what you wanted to pursue? What other things outside of sports were you good at?
Man, I don't think I knew what else I was good at.
Mm-hmm.
You would find me at Gerber Park in Coconut Creek.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't looking at social media. I was just
It wasn't really
drills.
big back then.
It wasn't big.
Yeah.
I was just putting in work by myself. Like, while all the kids was doing manhunt, doing this, doing that, it's like, I'm going to the NBA. That was in my mind. Like, that was my vision.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from New York Knicks, Allen, Houston, Latrell Sprewell. I'm kind of telling my age a little bit, but like, when I was growing up, I'm like, I want to play in the Garden. Like, I'm faking, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that was the dream. Mm-hmm. Or I wanted to be a chef because food is deep rooted in the Caribbean
100%,
culture.
100%.
And my grandparents also ran a restaurant when I was younger, so I used to see that.
Mm-hmm.
But I also used to see how stressful that was business wise. So love to cook. I used to just sit at the table, just those moments with my grandmother, the simple moments when you didn't really have much to worry about, bills and all the other stuff.
Facts.
And I used to just love cooking. I used to watch the cooking channel all day.
Bruh.
Remember Lagasse? Bam! I be a jit taking the food out the fridge, doing fake,
acting like you doing the same thing that you doing on the cooking channel,
right.
bro. That's crazy.
That was always a passion for me. Food, sports, and really, I see myself either being a gym owner, a professional athlete, which I thought that was professional basketball, or a chef, and or a personal trainer. Because obviously I wanted to coach, and I was able to do 2 to 3 things.
Absolutely.
And the other ones are kind of my
it's
hobbies.
A hobby, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
so
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. And just I want to touch briefly on something you said, talked about being present. Because I was kind of contemplating in my mind whether I wanted to bring it up now or bring it up later, but I guess we're already here. Mm-hmm. Being present. But as an entrepreneur, how, especially as a man trying to provide for a family, how do you balance being present but also being that backbone of support for your family? In your opinion.
You got to be intentional about it. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a family.
No, right.
Like,
Okay,
I don't have kids and, had a fiance.
Mm-hmm.
But just being honest, you really have to be, you got to be intentional about it.
Mm-hmm.
There is no work-life balance. When you're an entrepreneur, people want to show you, you allocate this time. It's like, that's not how business works. When people calling you X, Y, and Z at night, when you building something, you gonna take the call.
No, facts.
So this imaginary man or people that they paint out to be like, oh yeah, he's gonna work and make all the money, but he's gonna be by me 24/7. It's like that kind of don't exist until you really establish yourself. Because you're really wearing a lot of the hats. So as far as intentionality and being present, you really have to put some core fundamentals and a routine in place that is deep rooted in not what you do but who you are. And that's something I call the SAFE method: self-care, accountability, faith, and execution. So when I set my days up, there's some things that are just pillars. These are non-negotiables for me. So the best thing I could do is doing it early in the morning, but some days that just doesn't happen. Phones is ringing off the hook. You putting out fires. It's not always pretty.
Right.
Something happened. You trying to rush to cook something, something spill on the floor. Now you got to take you 15, 20 minutes. So long story short, they call it the 1% plan, right? A good friend. These were things I was using, but we kind of named it as a 1% plan, right? So journaling, meditation, prayer, exercise, and journaling, meditation, exercise, and reading 10 pages, whether that's a podcast or reading a book. But I like to do both because psychologically, you reading things and reading out loud is important for you, especially when one of the biggest gifts that you can have is being a master communicator and public speaking. So this formula, if you could do this every day in the morning, no matter if things are good financially, whatever, you are pouring into your personal development.
Yep.
And I can't say most people know, but everybody's trying to get to the bag, but your business only grows as far as you grow.
100%.
So as soon as you stop growing, you wondering why the same personal problems you're having is the same ones that are showing up in your business. So you have to be aware and intentional. And these few things keep me grounded. And if you could do this before the day, you feel like you've already conquered the day. Imagine you journal, right? So now you're letting your thoughts out, right? Then you meditate. You're kind of just that anxiety you feel in the morning of like, oh, I got to do these millions of things.
Yeah.
Then you exercise, that natural serotonin that's coming out, that natural feeling of sweat and accomplishment and doing hard things that you really didn't want to do.
Right.
You're pouring into yourself right now, so you have 1 million glasses you could fill, right? And then you go to prayer. You talk to God.
100%.
I mean, God is my foundation. At the end of the day, everybody has different religions, but if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So
Thanks.
The spiritual foundation is the core to everything, because only thing that's constant is change, but God will never change. He's always going to be there. That's always somebody you can cry. That's your confidant. That's your brother, your sister, your father, your lover, your therapist. Like,
right.
I can get on my knees every day and pour out to God, and I know as long as I'm giving him the glory in everything I'm doing, everything is gonna fall in place.
100%.
Because I'm asking him to use me as a vessel for what he has to do. Because the story is already written. You just have to trust him with the plan that he gave you.
Got you. Now, and it sounds like you have a great circle of friends, man. And I always give my homies praise because God blessed me with a great group of guys from childhood all the way to college and high school, and just people that I've crossed paths with. God has truly, truly blessed me with some great people in my circle, man. And I don't take that for granted. And you guys talk about how you guys come up with the 1%. Was it, you said a 1% rule?
Plan.
The 1% plan?
1% better every day.
Yeah. Like, how grateful are you to have like guys around you like that continue to pour into you and to make sure that you're the best version of yourself?
Again, that's intentional. And like you, first of all, thankful for that, because I also pray for that.
100%.
You know, you have to pray for great people around you, like-minded people around you. Like, you don't grow without a team.
Yeah.
Like, businesses don't grow just because you're the best thing since sliced bread.
100%.
You grow because you have people around you that are even smarter and better than you in certain things, and they're going to educate you and be your counsel on things you can't just see because you're in it.
Right.
Like, having a great partner, having a great friend is having a great thing, because friends also make you elevate. And this is not always, like we talked about, talking. Action speaks louder than words.
Right.
When you see your friends doing things that you're putting self-limiting beliefs on yourself, or they're just sending you a podcast, or they're sending you motivation, or, you know, like, hey, I'm going through this. I felt like you could apply this to your life. This is a situation. I know we talked about this. Like, hey, this is what you're trying to do. Hey, I have a connection that I think you really should meet this guy, or this could be a great mentor. He's already done. Like, that is what builds. That's what builds you.
Absolutely.
You know, like that's how you accelerate in life.
Yeah.
Is your circle. They talk about the top 5 people you hang around with. If 5 of them broke, you be the 6th one.
100%.
But if 5 of them are rich, you gonna be the 6th one too.
For sure. Nah, that's fire, bro. Yo, check it out. What's going on? It's your boy HG, man. And look, if you're trying to get that drip right, go tap in with Rain and Destiny. Go on Instagram right now at Rain and Destiny, because we got a big drop coming up at the end of the summer and going into the fall, and I'm super excited for what's to come. Y'all tap in, man. Go on Rain and Destiny and place your order. Get right, get ready, because we really about to put this thing on. Go grab your little hoodie, go grab you some sweatpants, go grab your t-shirt, jersey, get right, hats, everything. Y'all tap in, and as always, we love you, bro. And so I wanted to ask you about actions create clarity. Actions create clarity. I heard you say that one time. And where'd you come up with that? Is that what you stand on for your brand, or is that just something that you kind of just like live by, I guess?
It's both. I've always lived by it. So I play DN. Like it's about a get off. It's about instincts, right?
Yeah, right.
You got
Right.
you got them hands in the
get off
dirt.
rock.
You see that ball? You got the twitch.
You gotta
feel
get
me?
off the rock. You
So
gotta get off the rock.
anything you do in life is like we're so scared of failing. Like
Man, I feel like for anybody who wants to be successful, a lot of the things that stop us from taking risk is the fear of failure.
Yeah.
It's like, what if this don't happen? Bro, but what if it does?
What if everything goes right? Life is good and it keeps getting better, right?
100%.
So it's funny. So you talk about failure, man. People, as athletes, we handle so much adversity, so much failure. That's just a part of the game. You're
100%.
already rooted to know you're gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like fail fast, fail forward, right? Like no success is coming out without failure.
Absolutely.
Like failure is the tuition to success.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're paying your dues.
for
You're
sure.
paying your dues.
For
Like
sure.
you just don't get it right on the first time.
Yep.
And most times when you see the apex or the epitomes of somebody's success, it's off the 100,000 failures they've made behind the scenes, behind the curtains that you weren't able to see. And I think, obviously social media paints this picture that everybody is a business owner, everybody's an entrepreneur, everybody's a millionaire.
Get rich in a week.
Get rich in a week and
Crazy.
and being able to run your race, like your race is different from somebody else's, and that's okay. Like the KFC owner, he didn't turn man.
He
He didn't get rich till like 67,
he was
68, something,
I don't want to
something
say
crazy.
old as hell, but yeah,
He was old as hell.
That man was elderly.
He was old as hell, but then he scaled in like 3-4 years,
Yeah, bro.
across the nation.
So that speaks on timing. When they say, bro, when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah.
That same thing that seemed like it took somebody else 12 years, 15 years to do, God was like, bro, all that stuff I put you through, when it's your time, it's your time. Because you learned from all the things that I put you through. So you know it's this, you understood what was to come. You done been through the fire already. So when certain things come your way, you know how to handle it. That's why it seemed like it's going super rapid for you, as opposed to someone who it took forever, because that person may not have been learning from the lessons that I was trying to teach them. So it took them a little longer until they caught on. But you took all the things that I had put you through and you learned from those lessons. So that then when it became your time, you know how to attack those problems. So it's like super, super important, man, when you're going through life, it depends on the lens you view certain problems from. Don't focus on the problem. I tell people all the time, bro, focus on the solution, bro. The problem has already presented itself.
Right.
Now let's find a solution to this issue. I can't harp on problems.
Right.
Because it'll take up all your time if you let it.
Of course, and then just really going back to what you're saying is action creates clarity. It's like if you know 70% of the information, move forward. That's enough. Like everything doesn't have to be perfect, right? And then you got to think about like when you're talking about nurturing your goals and like trying to accomplish something, your goals are like a woman. It's like it's a flower that you're nurturing. Like the flower just doesn't grow up. Like like literally, your business is a bamboo.
For sure.
It might take 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
People are gonna look at your stories. They're gonna like it. They ain't never gonna buy it.
Bro.
Get used to trying different things and keep doing it and 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 doing it until you do it well.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and at the end of the day, people will buy on once they see other people buying on. You don't have to think like, oh, why people aren't supporting me? Why is this? Why? Like,
Bro.
you're doing this because you have a vision God gave you.
Yes.
That's what God gave you to do, right?
Yes,
And
for
you're
sure.
going to help so many people doing what you're doing because you're doing it wholeheartedly. Yes, you do things because you want to financially be stable.
Yeah.
You want to be able to provide, freedom for yourself, financial freedom, time freedom. But, man, if you don't love what you're doing, you'll never get to the end.
It starts with the passion, though.
Yeah.
If you're not passionate about something, it's not going to work. Because the thing about it is the passion is what keeps you going when the down days come. When it comes moments where you're like, bro, this ain't working. I'm spending more than I'm making.
Right.
This is not, like, nothing seems to be going right. It's the passion that keeps you going. But when you talk about support and who's going to support you, people aren't going to buy at first. 9 times out of 10, the people that you think are going to support your business don't support your business at the beginning.
They don't.
I think I can speak for a lot of people. I can't say all. I can speak for a lot of people when I say when people start something, start a venture, you have a couple people in mind where you like, I know this person gonna look out. I know this person gonna come through.
And you
and
get
they
disappointed.
And it's
You be
like,
sadly
then
disappointed.
you get mad. You like, man, green ass nigga. Like, why you ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, ain't even pull up on me.
Right.
Or she ain't even come get her hair done.
Right.
Look, bro.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Not
A lot
how
of
it
the times, it's the people that you don't even know them
Right.
that show the most love.
Right.
And it's not this. And the thing about it is, I encourage people, bro, don't get upset at the people.
Can't have animosity about it.
You can't be mad about it.
Right.
Just love on them, and whenever they're ready to come around, they'll come around.
Yeah.
So it's people have to understand, bro. Don't always put that burden on people that you love and the people that you're closest to be your number one supporters.
And then if you think about it, the reality of it, it takes 24 to 32 touches nowadays in the economy for somebody to even say, hey, I'm going to call your brand or like inquire about your brand. That's how often it takes for them to see it, touch it, like posting. Like you got to do a lot for somebody to even stop and say like, okay, I get it. This might be something I'm interested
I can rock with,
in. Yeah,
sure.
so like you can't take it personal. And this is not really about your friends at the end of the day. When you start a business, you're starting this because of the mission. So you should always be focused on the mission and how many people you're trying to help, and people will come along.
Absolutely.
Like, I could just talk in personal experience. I was a personal trainer for 10 plus years on and off when I was playing professional football with you. That was 6 months in Canada, 6 months here, whatever the case may be. When I said I wanted to start a company that was sending, trainers and now other wellness professionals right to your doorstep, people was like, they're only going to want to train with you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how are you going to like match other people with other coaches, right?
But if they trust me in what I'm bringing to them and what I stand for, they're going to trust the people that I bring onto my team. So I feel like it goes hand in hand. Like you spoke about, the people that's around you is intentional.
Right.
So people I bring to train you,
right?
I chose those people intentionally.
Of course.
Because I know they're going to give you the best. They're only going to do things that I would do, or things that they probably do are better than what I do.
Exactly.
So you're only going to get the best.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So speaking about being a trainer, once you ended football, you said you were doing it while you were playing.
Yeah.
So was that transition easy after you stopped playing?
It's never easy. It was smoother.
Yeah.
So I never would say anything. I don't think anything's hard. It's again, it's perspective, right? Letting go a game that you didn't even feel like you got your full fulfillment from. I played about 5 years, had 3 reconstructive knee surgeries. So like I faced a lot of adversity.
Yeah.
And knowing I was good enough to get back to the NFL, all the stuff, like every player, right? Like,
of course, if you don't, think
I'm right there. I'm right there.
Yeah,
right?
You got to think.
We
like
go
that.
into the Grey Cups.
Yeah.
My last game was in the Grey Cup. Right. So I'm like, damn. They telling me they bring it back, telling me lies.
No, people don't. Oh, that. Oh my God. Bro, that feeling is different.
You don't
bro.
understand it, right? Like, so it's just like. You talk about control, what you can control, but when you play professional sports, there's about 100 million things you can't control.
100%.
So
100%.
It was rough in like knowing I gave the game everything I had, but then it's perspective and faith, right? Going back to faith is like trusting God that like that wasn't his biggest calling for me.
100%.
Right? And
that's a hard pill for people to swallow, especially, and I don't want to say just athletes, because there's other things that people have been doing since they were kids. Right. Artists,
right?
All type of different things. And if you've been like, think about that. How many people can say they've been doing a job or working a job right now or a career since they were 5? You've been doing this. All you know is this.
That's all you know.
And then we grew up in communities where they're telling us, you're going to be this. You're going to be this. You're going to be this. Nobody told me I could. If this don't work.
And putting these expectations
on you already.
Right.
So it's
not even just the expectations you have for yourself.
Yeah.
When family's putting, you're going to be. You're gonna be a change of generations.
Exactly. You're not only gonna be this, you're gonna do this.
You're gonna do this.
Like once you become that, you gotta go do this. You gotta do this. You gotta come back over here and do this. And it's like, bro, what the? And y'all spending my money for me.
Right.
It's crazy, bro.
They running the sprints with you.
Facts.
They bench you with you. They squat with you.
So it's hard to detach from that.
I know.
So that's why I say like, and you hit it on the head when you say you were doing it while you were playing it. So it made the transition smoother. But it doesn't make it easier.
It doesn't make it easier. Because mentally, it doesn't make it easy.
Yeah.
And then it's an identity crisis.
Facts.
I mean, it like, and this is in a corporate setting. This is in a athlete setting. We all struggle, I believe, to find our identity. Like,
Absolutely.
identities constantly shift of like who you were to now who you're becoming, and you being okay with that, and you truly embodying that, right? So, for me, when I transitioned careers, I knew at the end of the day, God wanted to use me as a vessel to help people.
Absolutely.
And the only way I knew how to help people was through health and wellness.
Mhm.
And then it got bigger for me because I'm only one person. So I got burnt out, and I was like, okay, all these tools I learned from the failures of like, how do I keep high-profile clients, give them transformational results, just mind, body, soul?
Mhm.
How do I replicate this and make this scalable where I can help other coaches in the industry actually stay in the industry?
Yep.
Because 80% of the trainers
Walk
quit
away
the
from
training industry within
Yep.
2 years.
Yep.
Unsustainable schedules, minimum wage pay. So if you're a trainer out there charging $30 an hour, you're killing our industry. Because people can't value it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you are like, you actually have your degree. You actually did the work. Like, you find a good coach will change your life, which I know you have a coach that changed your life, a coach that changed my life. And that, you can't put a price on that.
No,
right?
not at all.
Yeah, it was a good transition because I was already prepared for the transition of what I wanted to do, and it came from the heart. It was something that God put on me. It wasn't something I was chasing. It was something that I knew was the real calling.
Right.
I was in that Uber in Calgary. Didn't really take Ubers because at home you got a car.
Not facts.
I was already going to people's homes in Florida. I'm like, man, what if I came back and I was able to like deliver something that made it easy for people to fit wellness into their lifestyle?
100%.
So fitness at your door was
at your door,
an
it scratches
idea.
out an excuse, man.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't get there. Well, we're coming to you.
Right.
So there is no excuse. You ready? You ready? No, let's go. Put it on. Let's go.
Right?
So, speaking of fitness at your door, obviously we know how you just explained how the name came about.
Right.
Just tell the people, man, get the people game on what the philosophy is, what the objective is with fitness at your door, and just talk a little bit about the brand.
So it's faith focused. With our branding, you'll see a lot about God.
Mm-hmm.
Like, be honest with you, because He gave me this vision, so I'm trying to give Him the glory in everything we do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read the Bible, your body is a temple. So this is not only about the aesthetics. This is full spiritual, mental, physical training, right? And it started with just fitness, where we send the best certified and insured trainers to you at the convenience of your time and location. And God gave me a whole bigger vision because it's all about a holistic approach of wellness. Like, let us meet you where you are. So now we got chefs coming to people's homes, massage therapists comes to people's homes. Like,
y'all
it's
different.
y'all
different, yeah.
So we've built a platform that you'll be seeing a lot more because we are in our first seed round. Been in business for 5 years. Built this from scratch. And even though it looked like it grew fast, it was like, I was also doing this 10 years before I
Right.
Before
the work was being put in.
The work was already being laid. I converted it into something bigger than me because once that 1 foot that was still in football, I put two feet into this, right?
Amen.
So,
Amen.
We're building a brand that now we activate unused amenities. So not only do we're on-demand concierge wellness for you as an individual coming right to your home, we promote family fitness, where you can get multiple people in the session for the same price. What was important to me is like, how many people in the world can we help get healthy?
Absolutely.
Like, our motto is helping people have more good days, and that's in any facet, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Now in HOAs, multifamily, apartments, corporate settings, we are now activating unused amenities and creating community engagement through all these different facets of wellness, from wellness events to mini chair massage days to wellness challenges. We are health advocates, and we're making you fit wellness into your lifestyle because the average American doesn't have an hour and a half of free time, especially if they have kids or have a job that they're working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So it's becoming harder and harder to take care of yourself, and the days are just trickling by, and then before you know it, 3-4 years have passed, and you're empty.
Mm-hmm.
You're 100 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Your diabetes, cholesterol, 42% of America is obese.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Like, after the age of 35, after the age of 30, 2% of people sprint. Like, these are some, like, mind-blowing statistics, right?
Especially as an athlete. You think, like, bro, 2%?
2%.
What?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me none of y'all don't run around with y'all children?
Like 1% have a six-pack, and that's superficial stuff. But I'm
just put it.
But I'm just saying. But putting it in perspective,
yeah.
Even if you're in a remotely healthy routine and you're even exercising, you are the elite.
Mm-hmm.
Like 80% of people aren't doing this,
Facts.
right? So if you're just doing that, you already have the edge on life. You're already going to live longer. You're going to already have more energy to give more. Give more to your kids. Give more to your job. You know, so you're going to not be able to, get all these chronic diseases that come from simple discipline.
Yeah.
30 minutes of ACSM says 30 minutes of sweat is like, that's what the doctor prescribes.
No,
like,
that's fact.
Just that alone, like, and it doesn't have to be like Mark and running around.
It don't gotta be no intense, crazy. Yeah,
right. But you gotta move.
Yeah.
Like this is the key. That's the hack to life.
Yeah,
you gotta move in your goals. Gotta move forward in your health. You gotta move forward mentally. Break up, adversity, whatever you want to call. You gotta move.
That's facts.
You gotta move. So
that's facts, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You just broke that down. A lot of those numbers are crazy. Like you don't think about stuff like. You mean to tell me after 32% of people sprint, you don't get your ass up.
You can't even run after your kid. Hey, if your kid, if you open the door trying to get the Instacart and your kid run out, you try to run, you gonna pull a hand. You gonna pull a hand.
Now somebody gotta come pick your big ass up because 42% of the world is obese.
So now your kid's in the street. They thinking you being a negligent parent,
right?
But you just can't even run because you don't pull your hamstring.
Oh, that's wild, bro. That's wild. All right, man. I want to.
Every time I come to the studio and get ready to record for such strange reason, I always get hungry. But today, man, I was blessed, man. Sissy Boy came through and looked out for me today. If you from the Caribbean, you understand that Sissy Boy is a staple, not only just in the Haitian community, but in the Miami community in general. It's been there for years. It is located on 1 Northwest 54th Street in Little Haiti, Florida, in Miami, Florida. Listen here, them boys got me right. They gave me a nice little, ooh. I got me a shrimp plate today. Let me see what it's hitting on, man. Listen, understand it's deep in the rap. Sissy Boy is family to me. And anytime you in Miami, bro, before you hit South Beach, head down to Sissy Boy, man. Put a little something on your stomach, man. Stop playing games before you go down there and get drunk and be falling out on Collins Avenue. Go ahead and grab one of these joints and give me a nice little shrimp plate. Well, that's time to record.
All right, man. I wanna switch this thing up a little bit and touch on something that's very, very important in society today.
Yeah.
And I think you touched a lot of your points touched on this. Because you talking about a lot about the mind and making sure your mind is in the right place, thinking about the right things, setting certain perspectives to make sure that you continue to move forward.
Right.
So, I think, like I said, you touched on it, but the importance of mental health, and if you have had any type of therapy sessions, if you feel like therapy is something that everybody should try.
Yeah, so talking about mental health, I think it's a buzzword. We've put a lot more awareness to it, especially in the African American community.
Absolutely.
Having a mental therapist or, bringing awareness to your mental health, it's not shame, it's power, right? It's not something you should shy away from. Like, I'm going to bring it back again. Like, yes, I am a coach. I don't train people personally anymore, but we have over 150 providers on our platform, and everybody needs a coach in everything you do in your life.
Absolutely.
High achievers, they have coaches. So whether you're playing football, whether it's a business coach, whether it's a mental coach, to navigate some of the things that are on your mind or past traumas that are showing up for you now, it's important to talk to somebody about it, right? Yes, there's a religion, you talk to God, but God ain't gonna solve those deep-rooted problems that you're not bring into awareness, because it's accountability. You gotta you can't change anything that you're not confronting. You know,
100%. It's some. So my pastor actually said something like, "We sit up here, we're praying for miracles that discipline can fix." And I was like, bro, that's when and a lot of times we often like, especially with us as believers, you'll pray to God like, man, God, I'm struggling with this, I need help with this,
Right.
and you feel like God's not listening because ain't nothing changing. God's sitting there like,
you ain't changing nothing.
You ain't changing.
You ain't
bro.
changing your atmosphere.
Don't
you
blame
ain't changing.
me. You blaming me.
I can't get
you
miracles. We ain't walking on water now.
Am I supposed to pick you up by your shirt and move you somewhere else? Like this a chess game or something?
Yeah.
You not changing nothing, bro.
Right.
So stop praying
right.
for miracles that your discipline should fix.
Right.
So that and exactly what you were just talking about.
And I'm gonna get into this deeper because this is the one that touched, and especially as an entrepreneur and a CEO, you're dealing with so many stresses that you've probably never experienced before. I was a professional athlete.
Yeah.
That dealt with all type of adversity.
Right.
You get coached hard. People talk to you crazy. You got to be able to just be quiet and just keep it moving.
You got to deal with people who are fans. You don't know you from nowhere.
Just
they know your number and they want to get at you crazy. Like, oh God, I got to deal with this dude.
Yeah, you're dealing with injuries. You're dealing with your financial stability. You getting cut. Like you're
dealing with a lot, bro.
You dealing with a lot.
Man.
You dealing with insecurities of like, am I enough now? Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, this is something I'm putting my everything in,
Facts.
and somebody's telling me that probably ain't never played the game that I'm not enough.
Right.
Right. And then you go into the real world, and the real world's full of rejection. When you're a business owner, there's a million people to tell you no before you get a yes.
100%.
And you got to be okay with keep pushing through that. That can really push on your mental health.
Absolutely.
Right.
No, you have to be a bit of crazy to be successful.
It's insanity.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Like, think about hearing no, and you walk out of a door with a smile on your face, like, all right, I'm gonna try somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, bro,
one more call.
When
one more.
Like, the world wants to tell you when you gonna give up, bro.
Right.
Like, that's like the 500 no.
Right.
Like, that shit you talking about is not gonna work.
Right.
And you gotta be like, watch this.
Watch this.
I'm gonna do it again. Bro, you're crazy.
I'm gonna keep posting. You gonna see the door. You gonna see the train to keep knocking. You gonna answer eventually.
Eventually you gonna answer this woman. Oh, I'm gonna kick this because I can't go through the door. It's windows.
Right.
There's a chimney on top of the roof. I'm finna try one of these openings.
I'm finna pull up.
You gotta be, bro. Something gotta be.
It's so going back to actually getting the therapist. I talked about being aware and like having the intentionally and having the accountability.
Yeah.
Like most people are cowards.
Absolutely.
And the reason I say that, like, not in a negative connotation, is just like they can't look at themselves in the mirror and say, like, damn, like
accountability, dog.
This like what got me this far ain't gonna get me to this next level.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's like you start making excuses of why you're conforming to being average, but you want to be this elite person. And then you're talking about then comparing yourself to people who are doing the work and you don't know they did the work. And yeah, like getting a therapist is one of the best things I personally ever did.
Yeah.
Dealing with like navigating a lot from relationships. Where did that show up for me? Right? What traumas was I dealing with? Like men, and I'm not just talking to men, but like everybody, like deal with your past shit.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't know where it's coming from, you gotta talk about it and see like, okay, what inner wounds is affecting me
becoming the person that I not just want to be, but need to be.
I need to be
because
for the right partner. We
often talk about what we want to be,
right,
bro. Sometimes like because we talked about it before we start recording. As far as relationships, it's a partnership. Like you got to build each other up. So you don't just have to become the person that you want to be. You need to you got to become the person that you need to be to be. How I'm gonna build somebody up? I don't even know how to do that.
Right.
So you gotta, like you said, look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Accountability,
knowing your triggers,
exactly,
knowing how to upfront be a leader, especially as a man. I can only talk from the man perspective.
For sure.
Of when you're talking to somebody, like being emotionally intelligent to be an active listener, listen to them, coming in situations like how am I serving instead of like taking. Like like just all the little things that seem like it's unspoken. It's like that takes emotional maturity.
For sure.
That takes the mental awareness to know like, okay, these are the boundaries I have. Like, hey, before we get into it, like when we argue, we need to argue with respect. Like these things bother me,
Mm-hmm.
and that doesn't make you weak. You know
where it could take you.
like where it could take.
So you like, you know what, bro? We're gonna avoid doing this. Now,
Right.
Are we humans and we make mistakes?
Of course.
Of course.
Yes.
You're always a work in progress.
Yes.
But and I feel like you said, speaking from a man's perspective, as a
Right.
man, bro, obviously we understand we are the leader of this household.
Right.
So everybody in this house follows my lead, not
Right.
just your children.
Right.
If y'all get upset and you and your lady get into an argument, certain things that you might do in that argument, she tend to pick up.
Right.
So it's like you gotta lead by example, as we
Right.
spoke about earlier.
Right.
Bro, we're not gonna do that.
Right.
Let's talk. Now, healthy arguments 100%.
Right.
That's gonna happen.
And that's easy to say that to make it a healthier because
Yeah.
we like to be petty.
Yeah, of course.
But-
yeah. You got to put a little bit of
Yeah.
a little dab of pettiness in there. But that's just that's
But,
all ego in that's from a selfish place. Everybody
Right.
has a little bit of selfishness in them.
Right.
But it's
Right.
all on how you act, how you react to the selfishness. So it's like, okay, what's the action that comes after this? I know I was a little petty.
Right.
I need to go fix this, bro.
Right.
Don't let that linger. You
Right.
gotta go fix it.
And then when you're talking to a therapist, you have an open space where you feel like you don't have to be judged.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times when you're going through those situations and you're trying to discover, I think a lot of people shy away from therapy because they're scared what they're gonna find out about themselves.
Yeah.
Like they're
Big
like,
facts.
damn, like this is
No.
something I've been subconsciously avoiding for a very long
Yeah.
time.
And you know it's crazy.
And I'm wondering why this been making me feel this way, right?
And you hit it on the head because it's something that they don't want. And some people don't want to go to therapy for that same exact reason. And on the same note, they know that that thing is wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
They've been lying to themselves forever.
Yeah.
No, that ain't true.
That ain't-
Maybe it's this. No, nigga,
Yeah.
it's that.
Is that? Is
No, it's that.
Is
And
that?
you like, no, but it's
Yeah.
but this happened and that's no. Is that, bro?
It's that one
And you
thing.
do not
It's that
wanna
one
accept that
wound.
shit, bro.
And this is stopping you from tapping into everything that God has.
Yeah, dog.
Just one thing.
And
Just
another
one
thing, just to
yeah.
touch on a reason why some people, because growing up in certain communities, dog. Speaking about your
It's shame.
we're Caribbean.
You're crazy.
We're island people.
You're weak.
You don't speak
You're
about
a man,
what's
like,
wrong with
yeah,
you.
like,
Man,
what's
go lay down,
wrong
go
with
drink some water and lay down, bro. Ain't nothing wrong? You depression.
Right?
What's that?
What is that called?
Over there, bro.
Yeah.
So it's the thought of going through a therapist and just like letting everything out, bro. That feeling.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, for me, even this platform for me,
Right.
sometimes it's uncomfortable
Weight off the
because it's
shoulders.
like as
It's
I
vulnerability.
speak and people are like really seeing a side of me, I'm like, damn, bro, it feel weird. Like I feel like people are
And somebody
getting to know
needs
who I am. You feel what I'm
Somebody
saying,
needs to hear that.
bro? Yeah,
Vulnerability is everything. I think so many people, we live in such a superficial world.
Yeah.
And it's so fake. And
people painting an image.
we only show
Yeah.
what was good. And
Yeah.
it's like,
Yep.
this life is hard.
Facts.
It's built to be hard. God even says, like, it's not always gonna be like, yea, do I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I should feel
fear.
no evil.
Yes, sir.
Like,
It's
he's gonna have to walk with you. But I mean, I think even besides the mental therapist, like being able to have friends and having like-minded people to actually be able
You
to be
have to
vulnerable
do
and
that.
talk to, and
Bro.
just not talk about the good things. Be able to talk about the situation.
You gotta be able, you gotta have people in your life that you can talk about the messed up things.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like there's another thing in society that society harps on, and that's being alone. Oh, like, bro, just love on yourself. Do this yourself. Do that yourself. Like, bro, for one, it's too many people that want to be broke bosses instead of rich partners. Like, bro, stop trying to. You want like
That
why
hit
you
a
should-
nerve. That hit a nerve.
Bro, you better go get, like you said before, you better go get a team.
Right.
You think you want to do everything by yourself,
Right.
Because you don't want to share.
Right,
Like,
right,
nah,
right,
I want this for me.
Right.
Man, you want to
Right.
make 10,000 or $1 million.
Exactly.
You better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
You got 5 fingers to hold a cup for a reason. If
Bro.
you had one pinky, you can't hold the cup. You can't hold the cup.
dog. So the idea of isolation, bro, is too many people that feel as though it's okay to just. Nah, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you do gotta step away.
Of course.
Getting, like you said, meditate.
Right.
Just sit there and be centered with God.
Yeah.
But God didn't build us for isolation.
Right.
We were built for community.
Yes.
So you gotta find the right people around you to continue to build you up. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it be the toxic people that you learn the most from. That's when you start to find out what trick,
what
How
you
am I
like
gonna
and what you don't like.
Exactly.
Exactly. You
How am I
gotta
gonna find out what tricking me if I don't got toxic ass people around me. You feel me? Nah, hell no. These people, this man, like this dude right here, every time around here, we get into a fight.
Right.
Her, every time around her, she make me want to rip her head.
Right.
Now I see, damn, I can't be around people like this.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
So being around those
You
types
can
of people is
understand yourself
okay.
better too, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Right.
So I'm going to stay away from y'all.
Right.
I'm finna go over here with these guys. Me and my guy, I'll never forget this, man. Shout out to my brothers, Kashawn, Bernard, and Keith. Bro, we were literally in a car. I forgot where we were driving to, bro. And we had a full-blown argument in the car.
Damn.
You talking about football players.
Oh, yeah.
We going
It's
at it.
hostile, yeah.
Like, no, bro, no. Bro, we snapping. My dog in the front seat turned around, looked at me like, bro, what you talking about? Bro? We going at it, bro. You wanna know what we was arguing about? Books. I swear to God, bro. To the point where I can call him right now and ask you, boy, dog, I stopped the car. Like, hey, and I didn't stop the car. I stopped the car. I said, yo, y'all tripping. I'm like, hold on. I said, but y'all realize what we arguing about right now?
I'm dead.
But we arguing about books.
That's that competitive nature. That just that ego. Like,
Dog,
nah.
we are arguing. We're 4 black brothers from the inner city arguing about books. I said, y'all boys, we just became billionaires.
Right.
And we don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
We sitting in this motherfucker talking about books. We ain't arguing about jewelry or trips or females or money or none of that. We arguing about
Raise
books,
the vibration
bro.
of what we
I was
talking
like,
about.
yo,
Yeah.
this is different. And I think all of us we weren't even 30 yet. We were young, not even young, but like 20-something arguing like this. I said, yo, this is crazy, bro. So, and it just touches on, man, making sure, like you said, being intentional about the people you keep around you. Having that community of people that you can confide in. You can tell the great stories. You can tell the bad stories. You can be vulnerable. Hey, bro, this is what I'm struggling with, bro. I don't understand it, but, for me, just walking away from the game, when you walked away from the game, do you feel as though you still wear, like, 'cause I feel like we wear a costume. We talked about that image and being your full self. We wear a costume, bro. It's certain parts of us you don't want people to see.
Yeah, like, you so tough.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can shake you.
Yeah.
You got this exterior that God built you up to be. It's like this finished product he built up. Like,
Yep.
if I go look at what I looked like my senior year in high school and what I look like now, people are like, you've always been this big. It's like, this only took 500,000 reps, right?
Yeah,
like, you feel me?
Yeah.
180 to 265, that really ain't healthy.
Facts,
like putting that all on your knees, like, like.
Man, people don't understand. Bro, I tell people the stories about, like, in high school, man. Shout out Mike. Bro.
Oh, the GOAT. Yeah, Mike.
Bro, when we first got to Heritage, cause after I left Hollandale and I went to Heritage, I was like $160 maybe. Mm-hmm. My max was like 185, barely. Probably a 175. But within, I want to say about 3 months, I'm up under 225 like it was nothing.
Right.
We out there, bro. Late night, I'll never forget this night, bro.
Yeah, he used to work.
It was me,
he
Mike.
Had me for pro day.
Bro,
he used to work us.
Dog, it was me, Mike, and my brother on the track one night. Lights. It was no lights on the track. Everybody it was a school night.
That's what it takes.
Bro,
exactly what it takes is mentality.
Running around the track it was no light. We couldn't turn the lights on. So we like, bro, what we gonna do? Okay, let's do it. Hurdles all over the track. We can't see them. We running into the hurdles. Bro, those are the nights that people don't know we was doing that.
Right.
But
but then it shows up on that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Mike, one of them people, bro, if we get arrested, oh well, we'll figure it out in the morning. But we finna jump this gate and get in this park and get a workout.
We gonna get this work in.
Bro, it was those days were crazy.
That's that grit.
But it was something like it took. Don't get me wrong, like our work ethic was always A1, but to have Mike in our corner,
right,
to push us like that,
right.
We had somebody that was like we as kids, we like I'm with it,
yeah.
But then Mike could have been like, nah, but we not doing that. We'll just do it tomorrow.
Nah.
Mike retarded that with like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So he was with it.
Right,
so it's just like, bro, to have that, bro.
Right.
That's what put us over the edge.
And that's what you take into everything you do. That's just not football. And, and I think a lot of people don't understand. For parents out there, when you hire a coach and you get, you teach them that discipline and exercise, like, that is a character trait.
Mm-hmm.
That is grit. That is discipline. That is being able to work in every room, team building. Like,
absolutely,
it's the things that you can't teach nowadays because most of the things we're on our phone. Like, the phone can only teach us so much.
For sure.
I'm not saying technology ain't great.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what gets you far in life is your relationships and not what you know, is who you know. So if you can't communicate with them people, like,
When you become, bro, once you get to a certain level of professionalism or success or as an entrepreneur, that saying becomes so real.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, you don't know it. All right,
You
it's
don't.
not what you know, it's who you know. Okay,
Right.
cool. But then when you go to school, they're telling you it's about what you know, not who you know.
Right.
But when you get into the real world, bro, man.
That education only gonna take you so far.
All right. I feel like personally, education puts you in a box. It tells you that this is how you do this. It doesn't tell you that it's other ways you can do it.
Right.
Like, this is how you solve this problem.
That's why you got to be curious.
You got to think outside the box, bro. It's other ways you can solve this problem.
Right.
So, and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that education is wrong because you have to have a foundation. You got to start from somewhere. But then you got to, like you said, explore, bro. Seek other things. Be inquisitive about certain subjects.
Right.
Okay, damn. I could do this, but what if I did it like this? Would it work?
The solutions changing every year too. So that's why it's important to continue to stay hungry, growth-minded, curious. These are all the things that make you the person you're trying to become. Because you're also always going to be evolving too. You're not going to stay the same.
You're not going to stay the same. It's either you're going to get better or you're going to get worse. Nobody stays the same. That's just what it is. You got to keep evolving. But we can definitely keep rolling on that, but I want to get to this before we wrap this thing up, man. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw out some words, might throw out scenarios, might throw out some phrases.
Right.
And you tell me what comes to mind. I said it earlier, but accountability.
Right.
Accountability. What comes to mind when you hear that?
Man, I think about my grandfather, man. He used to work the graveyard shift, transit, 20-plus years, helped raise me, my two aunts, my mother. He showed me what real accountability was.
Got you.
Like, as far as just, like, it don't matter how you feel. You got to get it done.
Fact. All right, bet. Okay, I got another one for you. Princess treatment.
Princess treatment. I think for me, as far as princess treatment, I'm definitely all about princess treatment because finding the right woman is finding the right thing. You also need to be who you want, right? So you need to be that person, before you're asking for the princess treatment. Because I mean, I don't think anything should just be given to somebody who's not, at least given the same value in a different way. And this doesn't have to be financially.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of finances, provision.
Provision can be so many different ways. I think the real provision starts with spirituality, and praying is the manifestation, and then the money will come. I think once you get grounded and you get in that mindset, as an entrepreneur, your bank account can be on zero, and the next day you up 50, 100, 200 bands.
Absolutely.
So I think on the thing of provision, it's a thought process, and it's a way you move. It's an energy. It's the way you think. I don't think of provision just as money. I think about faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Provision comes with the mustard seed, right? You planting it, and you building it every day, because as you're building yourself, the provision will come.
100%. Last one, just for the people, man. The term sassy.
Sassy.
When women call us sassy, what is that? What comes to mind?
When women call us sassy, I mean, that can mean a million things. That can mean ego. That can mean feeling privileged. That can mean, like you acting like a girl, whatever that means. Like whatever that means, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sassy can mean a million things. I think obviously when you can't agree on things, or you have your different perspectives on things, all of a sudden you sassy. And women, they sometimes like to emasculate you because the partner who's gonna be with you most often, they gonna know how to push your buttons. So they know
that's that little bit of pettiness.
If you a man, like a real masculine man, when women are gonna call you out your name and different things, and that's also how you react to that, right?
And that touches on like emotional intelligence. Yeah, where it's like, bro, listen, I'm not finna let you take me there. I know what you're trying to do.
Right.
So
that's easier said than done. They used to take me there. I ain't gonna lie.
No, for sure.
But now, it's a process. You got to learn from it.
So people don't understand emotional intelligence is knowing when to walk the fuck away.
Right.
Like, bro, I'm not about to let you play on my emotions like that. So I'm gonna go this way.
Right.
So I think a lot of people mistake emotional intelligence for me emotionally knowing how to deal with you.
Right.
No, bro.
And that's not always the
Emotional
route.
intelligence is I have smart ass emotions.
Right.
And my emotions know when to get the hell from around your emotions.
Right.
And your emotions are triggered.
Yeah,
And it's
I love that.
And it's not just about relationships with a woman,
right,
or a man or whatever.
Right.
It's even with friendships.
Yeah.
Man, you cool and all, my boy, but
what you got going?
Ain't what I know what I want to get to.
Yeah.
This don't get me there.
This don't correlate
to
the pathway.
So
I need to
go over here.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that people lose sight of that portion of emotional intelligence.
Definitely.
You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But nah, man, before we wrap this thing up, bro, lead the people with something, man. Something that you're pondering on, whatever's on your mind, any type of game that you felt like you needed to get out to the world and haven't gotten it out yet, put the people up on game.
Man, find God.
Ooh, amen.
I just honestly, that has been the key to success. I think a lot of people, we could talk about the books, we could talk about the networking. If you're not spiritually grounded and you don't have somebody to like really call on through the good and the bad times, and you don't have that inner being, like God just is working something in you, and somebody that this is your confidant. This is like all my problems, just having gratitude, it comes from God.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yes, you can go to church and be around other people, but make sure you find your relationship with him, because seek ye the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. So if I would say anything, get a closer relationship with him. You'd be so surprised when you start focusing on that, focusing on his word, focusing on getting to know him better, focusing on getting on your knees and bringing your problems to him. Everything else will start falling in place, because you're giving him the glory in everything you do. So that's probably what I'll leave y'all with.
Major facts, man. Major facts. He has to be the foundation. God has to be the foundation.
Yeah.
My boy Kashawn, bro.
Love, bro.
Love, man.
I appreciate you having me on,
sliding
man.
through.
Yeah.
Come through, giving game and dropping bombs on the table. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sitting up here at the beginning. I damn near forgot what questions I was gonna ask. I'm sitting here like I'm watching you on the podcast. Like, oh, that boy giving. Yo, hey man, I appreciate it, bro. I feel like this is definitely gonna touch some people. And like I always say, bro, all I gotta do is touch one person, and I'm good. It ain't gotta touch 100,000.
That's what it's
it touch
about.
one person, and that one person could touch 5 people. Therefore, we just touched 6. So therefore, it continues to grow, and we continue to let that seed that we sowed continue to grow. But y'all gotta remember, man, as he spoke about today, sometimes people ain't gonna support you. Sometimes people they're gonna point out the negative stuff. There are thousands to point out failures and all the negative things that they think they see. Sometimes those negative moments are actually positive.
Those are the building
They
blocks.
just seem negative in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, bro, keep moving forward. Keep failing forward.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna fail, but you this is where you started at. And then you keep going, you're gonna fail again. Look at that distance you just created. So just keep failing forward and learning from those failures, man. And continue to keep growing. Continue to find people to build community with and be intentional with it. Ask God for discernment.
Mm-hmm.
Ask God for wisdom so you can discern the people that you need around you, the people that you want to bring into your circle, the people that you want to build relationships with, whether it's friendships or if you're looking for that partner.
All right.
Ask God for discernment. I feel like we're not asking God for the right things.
Right.
But other than that, man, I appreciate y'all.
When you ask him, just make sure you actually present and intentional to see the answer right in your face and actually doing something about it.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And man, thank you for the Aisleorwindow podcast and giving a platform for local entrepreneurs like us to share our truth and share our story.
Nah, for sure, bro.
We appreciate you, brother.
I don't tell y'all this when I tell y'all to come on, but I use y'all because I be getting game.
Hey,
I just bring you because when I hit y'all phone, y'all be too busy to answer, so I got to bring you in here so y'all can tell me all y'all see.
hey, like that.
Real talk, but I appreciate you, bro. Like y'all truly are beacons of light for all of us who aspire to get to a certain level, and we watching. Trust me, we're indirectly learning from just as something as small as the post that you guys post, or just the level of consistency that y'all have with what y'all doing.
Right.
That right there, like. I heard, who said this? Shannon Sharp said something like, don't mistake consistency for what he said about working out. Don't mistake consistency for intensity. Like you come to the gym every day. You've created a habit,
Right.
but there's no intensity behind your workout. So you're not doing
Still
anything.
not doing nothing.
You just created a habit.
Right.
So never mistake consistency for intensity. There's no intensity in your workout. So okay, that's cool. You're not even growing. You've been doing 10 pounds for the last 4 months. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So seeing that consistency, I think that's the hardest thing that a lot of people don't talk about. The consistency is the hard part.
Right.
Doing this thing every day, and not what they say in football. Bro, listen, don't get tired of getting a profit.
Right.
Man, listen, $1 here, $2 there, $5 there, $2 there. Everybody want to hit big for the 10,000. All
Right.
right, bro. While you doing that, I'm finna keep collecting these coins.
Right.
And then when that 10,000 hit, all the coins that I collected plus that 10,000, I got more than you, gang. Because I was taking a profit.
Right.
Playing football. Stop trying to take the bomb all the time.
Right.
Throw the little outlet. Throw it to the back.
Get the first.
Get the first. Stop trying to throw the deep ball.
Give yourself a chance.
Don't get bored with taking a profit, man. But yeah. So hey, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us at the Aisleorwindow podcast. Like I said, bro, it's the Maestro Fly Guy HG. And as always, with love.